Hi, my name is Carlos Castro, and I'm going to tell you about my lesson plan called Geometry Engineers Designing Our World. This is a lesson plan for seventh grade, and it's going to last 3 weeks. This lesson plan is aligned with the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages (EEFR) and the Basic Standards of Competences in Foreign Language from the Colombian Ministry of Education. Specifically, we can tell that this alignment in relation to the CFER is related to how the students will be able to describe objects and places. They will be able to understand and follow simple instructions. They will be able to exchange factual information, and they will be able to write short and simple text. In relation to the alignment with the Ministry of Education in Colombia, we can say that it, this lesson plan will be allow the students to describe objects and processes. They will be able to understand technical instructions, and they will be able to compare data. Well, the main objective of this lesson plan is to demonstrate the practical application of English as a language of science, technology, and engineering. And this lesson plan will also allow the students to use English not just to learn about geometry, but also to solve problems, to make calculations, and to design solutions. This particular approach will build their confidence in using English for academic and technical purposes, and this will be a bridge to this current gap between abstract mathematics, formulas, and real world creation. Now, the learning objectives following the Bloom's taxonomy, we can s- we can say that in the first level, the students will be able to remember when they will be when they will be asked to identify and name key to 2D shapes like squares, rectangles, circles, and 3D solids like cubes, prisms, cylinders, and others. A second level in this Bloom's taxonomy will be to understand. The students will be able to explain the concepts of area and volume in English. The third level will be the application in which the students will be able to correctly calculate the area of a rectangle and the volume of a rectangular prism, expressing the steps and results in English. The fourth level will be to analyze. The students will be able to compare two objects based on their geometric properties, just justifying their answers in English. And the last level will be to create. The students will create a 3D object in paper, and they will calculate their their area and their volume, and they will present this object in the class to their classmates in a short oral and written form. The content and methodology of the class will be attached to content and language integrated learning, project-based learning, and inquiry-based learning. Now, about the grammatical structures and key language, we will be touching these topics. The imperative verbs, when we instruct the students to measure, to calculate, to multiply, to draw, to design. They will be reinforce their abilities in simple present tense when they describe the geometric objects. They will be using comparative adjectives. They will be using WH questions, and they will be using the language of measurement. This lesson plan will cover 3 weeks. In the first week, we will review the 2D shapes, introducing the concept of area, using grid paper and counting squares to talk about the formulas of the area of each one of these figures. One of the activities will be the students to become surface surveyors, in which they will actually calculate the area of these geometric shapes using this grid on paper, in comparison with the mathematical calculation. In the second week, we'll be stepping into 3D. We will be introducing the students to 3D solids like cubes, prisms, and their properties like faces, edges, and curves. And the students will become package inspectors, and they will be checked if the volume of several everyday objects is actually or correct. And the third week, will be working with the students the design challenge. In this challenge, the student will be designing a dream room or a perfect package. They will present it to the class and they will explain it in English. The source material will be whiteboard markers, rulers, and measuring tapes, with paper, real-life 3D objects, worksheets, and calculation exercises, poster boards, color pencils, and drawing paper for the final project. For the assessment and final product, will be we as teachers will be checking on the mathematical accuracy, checking on the language and vocabulary use, the clarity and coherence, and the design and creativity. Finally, to assess the final product, uh, we will check it on how the students describe the object, how are the calculations made, and we will be checking on the justification for the designing choices. Well, thank you very much.